Stop for a moment and picture this. You are standing in the kitchen, staring at the open fridge, and you cannot remember what you came for. You lose your train of thought mid-sentence. You walk into a room and your mind goes completely blank. If you are between your mid-40s and mid-60s and going through menopause, you may have whispered to yourself, "Is this early dementia or is my brain just broken?" New research says something crucial. Your brain is not failing, it is changing. In this video, we are going inside the menopausal brain. A new scientific review presented at the Menopause Society's annual meeting pulled together brain scans and hormone levels from many studies. The picture is clear. Menopause is not only hot flashes and mood swings, it is a neurological transition. Real physical changes in your brain may be behind the brain fog that so many women describe. We will look at what scientists found and then talk about specific foods and daily habits that help you stay sharper. First, let us name what brain fog really feels like. It's not just mild forgetfulness. Many women describe losing words in the middle of a conversation, rereading the same email 3 times, or standing in the grocery aisle feeling overwhelmed by simple choices. On the outside, you keep functioning and caring for everyone around you. On the inside, it can feel like someone turned the dimmer switch down on your mental clarity. For years, this was brushed off as stress or just aging. Brain imaging now tells a different story. When researchers look at the brains of women in the menopausal transition, they see a drop in gray matter volume in key regions like the frontal and temporal cortices and the hippocampus. Gray matter is the outer layer of the brain that handles attention, memory, and decision-making. Even small changes there can show up as misplacing objects, losing track of plans, or forgetting why you walked into a room. The surprising part is that gray matter often partially rebounds after menopause. Scientists also see more bright spots on scans called white matter hyperintensities. These tiny lesions in the brain's wiring are linked with cognitive changes and shifts in mood, and they appear more often in women with earlier menopause or frequent intense hot flashes. At the same time, the brain seems to increase the number of estrogen receptors, almost as if it's reaching out to capture every remaining molecule. Your ovaries are making less estrogen, so the brain rewires itself to operate on a lower hormone supply. Here is your rehook. If you have secretly feared that menopausal brain fog means you are on a one-way road to permanent decline, this same research holds a hopeful message. The brain is plastic. It can adapt. The structural changes that show up on scans are not the final chapter. What you do in this window, from perimenopause through the first years after your final period, can shape how your brain performs for the next 20 or 30 years. You are not powerless in this process. So what is driving these changes, and what can you influence? Estrogen is a major fuel for the female brain. It supports blood flow, energy production in brain cells, and communication between neurons. As estrogen levels fall, the brain has to remodel, deciding what functions to prioritize and how to work with less hormone. But hormones are only one piece. Many women in midlife sleep poorly because of hot flashes, joint pain, or anxiety. Chronic sleep loss alone can cause brain fog. Add work, finances, and caregiving stress, and the fog thickens. Now, let's flip from problem to plan and talk about brain foods. A brain-supportive plate during menopause emphasizes omega-3 rich foods that help build flexible, healthy cell membranes. Think of salmon, sardines, trout, walnuts, ground flax seeds, and chia seeds. These foods help reduce inflammation and support your neurons as they adapt to hormonal change. Add plenty of deeply colored vegetables and berries to deliver antioxidants that protect brain tissue from oxidative stress. Aim to include a source of healthy fat like olive oil or avocado with most meals. Movement is the next powerful lever, and it works together with sleep. Regular physical activity increases blood flow to the brain, stimulates growth factors that encourage new connections between neurons, and helps you sleep more deeply. You don't need extreme workouts. Aim for a brisk walk for about 30 minutes on most days, plus light strength training a couple of times per week with bands or light weights. Every time your heart rate rises a little bit, you send more oxygen and nutrients to your brain, which is exactly what a remodeling brain needs. Sleep is where your brain does much of its cleanup and repair. Deep, consistent sleep is when your brain clears metabolic waste and consolidates memories from the day. If hot flashes, night sweats, or worry are waking you repeatedly, don't just power through it. Talk with your healthcare provider. cooling your bedroom, limiting caffeine and alcohol later in the day, keeping a regular sleep and wake time, and turning off screens before bed can all help. In some cases, you and your clinician may decide to use treatments, including hormone therapy, to help calm the symptoms that are stealing your rest. For some women, treating severe symptoms may include hormone therapy, which replaces part of the estrogen that the body no longer makes. Started earlier in the transition, it can help some women think more clearly and sleep more deeply. But it's not a magic pill, and it's not right for everyone. The risks and benefits depend on your age and health history, so always discuss it with the clinician who understands menopause. Be cautious with supplements that promise instant clarity or menopause brain cures. The supplement industry is loosely regulated, and many products have never been tested in serious clinical trials. Instead of chasing a miracle capsule, build a foundation of whole foods, regular movement, restorative sleep, stress management, and real medical care that listens to you. If this resonates with you, share this video with a friend, subscribe for more science-based guidance on women's health, and tell us in the comments which symptom nobody warned you about. And remember, this video is for education only and is not personal medical advice. Always speak with your own healthcare provider about your symptoms and treatment options.